If I could say anything in a start of video, it will be, let's remember how lucky we are to still be alive, still be able to watch a simple video, still be able to wake up every day with this incredible power blessing that we have to be a human being in those time, in that time right where you are right now, right where we are. And I want to wish everybody to live 2021 differently than 2020. We might get caught up in the actualities of what's happening outside of us, but we have to remember that it has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with what we can't or can do. It has nothing to do with our faith, with our purpose, with our beauty, with our strength, with our power. It has nothing to do with that. This is an external manifestation. It has nothing to do with who we are and why we are here and that incredible blessing that we are being granted in 2021. It will not have been a better year to be alive right now. And I want you to trust me on that. If you're still alive, and that time is for a reason. And I want you to tap into that reason today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not in 2 years, but today. Because today, we are granted all the blessing, abundance, wealth, and health that we can have. And we can only grow from there. But if we are not taking the time to recognize all the beautiful things that we have in your present, it will be harder to keep going in the future. And I don't want your 2021 to be an exact copy of 2020. I don't want you to live in fear and to live in limitation just because people tell you that this is what it is and there's no way out of it. This is not true. We are what we believe. That's a fact. So if we believe we have limitation, we will have limitation in everything that will confirm that to us. If we believe that we are free, we will get freedom and get every fact that will convince that for us. So what you rather choose? To repeat to yourself that you're limited, that you don't have time, that there's no option, that you're doomed to do the same thing all over again, that you're not good enough, not beautiful enough, not powerful enough. This is what you rather tell yourself, that you need to do things because other people told you that that's the only way to survive, that you have to fit in that box just because everybody will applaud for you if you stay in that box, right? Everybody will be like, oh yeah, you did a great job, when in fact, inside of yourself, you know you're not doing the right thing, you know you're not happy, you know you're not fulfilled. So you will ask me, well, Tara, how am I supposed to know what to do? Like everything seems so impossible. Change your belief. Start there. Changing a belief is like the core thing that's gonna change your whole life. We like to focus on the external thing. We like to be like, I don't care how I feel inside. I don't care my mental health. I don't care of all those things, but I will go get those other things that will make people perceive me a certain way. Because at the end, let's be real. If there was no way to showcase what we're doing to the external world, would you be doing what you're doing? If there was no Instagram, no Facebook, no, let's get simple. If you were invisible, will you still get everything that you're trying to get? Will you get that car if nobody can see it? Will you get that house if nobody can see it? Will you get all those luxury things if no one could see them? I feel that's a good question to ask yourself. What is the core value that bring me to do certain choice with my life, that bring me to like want to exploit and sacrifice my own and personal happiness to get things that will only get me a validation from someone? Sometimes it's not on social media, sometimes it's our own family, our friends, people that did our wrong in the past and we want to prove right by doing things just to be able to show it in their face that they did a mistake or something like that. I mean, it can be good to have a drive, but at the end of the day, if nobody could see it, will you still do it? And if the answer is no, what is the most important thing to you? If you were the person that will be printing all the money in the world, okay? You have that printer, any money that you want, you can print it at home. If that was your reality, and I want you to imagine that it is your reality now, what would you be doing? Like, what will you be doing? What will be worth waking up every day? Knowing that you have limitless amount of money, you will never miss of anything. Anything you want to have, you will. That's a good question to ask yourself. And it took me a time to realize what it was for me. Because yes, I want to do that, but people think, or oh, I cannot do that because it's not XYZ, when in fact, that's the most important thing, period. Because at the end of the day we're going to die, okay? Because that's a fact. We all gonna vanish from this world at some point. The day we're going to die and we're gonna meet up with all those other souls, right? What you will be speaking about, what you will be saying to the other soul that you did with your life, and what will matter there. Because no matter how much validation you had, how much money you had, how much material things that you had, is nothing to brag another soul about. But if you can say for a fact that you have any regret because every day you wake up doing exactly what speaks the most to your soul, that you wake up every day feeling excited for the day because you're doing exactly what you want and how you want it, with the freedom and alignment that you can dream of, and that every day is an incredible day and you're just more and more excited to be able to be and be able to share that experience with people that just match your vibration, match your energy, and that you never feel like you have to sacrifice anything but just indulge in whatever you want to indulge fully. And you're just growing and expanding and loving your life and letting life pass by being happy every day and not putting an external date, a delay on your happiness because you think that you have to do something to get something, when in fact you just have to be who you want to be and you're already having all you have to have. I'm sorry. So knowing that for a fact, knowing that, I promise you, when we were made in this world, when we were born in this world, we didn't sign a contract that we had to prove our worth to get things, that we have to beg to be validated, that we have to do everything outside ourselves to be accepted. This is not the contract that we signed. This is not what we came here for. Not at all. When we were born, we were already perfectly made and we had everything in our possession. And then sadly, we get to be molded in a system and be conditioned to think a certain way, to do things that will benefit other people. And we are in that mentality that we have to exploit somebody to shine. And this is what's going around. I want in 2021 people to realize that you don't need to slave and you don't need to exploit anyone to go and be where you're gonna be and where you want to be. That it has nothing to do with how much you're willing to sacrifice to get where you want to go. I want us to keep that mindset in the past. It worked in the past, but it's not the most efficient and the most fulfilling way of doing things. When you are allowing yourself to find reason to wake up every day and to feel fulfilled, excited, whenever it is for you, it is good enough. You will watch that video and you will know exactly what I'm talking about. It won't be a stranger to you. You will be like, yeah, for sure, I'm doing exactly that. I can relate. But if inside of you, you feel you're still in that place where you like playing a role, doing things because you think you have to, because this is what everybody expects from you, because you're you have sacrificed some years to get to this place and you don't want to be throwing it all away just because you have some fears or limitation, I just want you to remember that this is your choice, nobody else. Nobody is forcing you to do what you want with your life. You never have an obligation over anybody. Like, you are free to do what you want when you want, and that's on period. Like this, that's a fact. If you want to find some limitation for yourself, it is true to you. You cannot be mad at nobody else but you in this case. You cannot blame anybody else but you. This is a choice that you're making every day to make your life have sense outside of yourself, to make your life be ruled by something else than you, to make your life be molded by a box that you don't belong to. Today I went outside and I took a walk. And you know, when you're in a park and there's a lot of snow, you will see some parts. Some part of snow of maybe a machine come in and they remove the snow. So it's really flat, there's no bumps, and you're sure that there will be no snow in your boots. And then you have the other parts where some people have walked and you can see their steps. So it's not as clean, but you know, you could walk there if you want. And you can see a path that nobody have walked on. That you, yes, might sure have snow in your boots. And yes, sure, you might be cold and it might be difficult, but is a path that nobody has walked on. What if I told you that each of us, we have a path that nobody has walked on? Nobody has walked on, but we will feel drawn to it. We could choose the clear, free of snow way. We could walk there. We know already what's gonna happen. We already see other people walk there, and we can see far ahead that it is predictable. It is a sense of security, right? Or we can take the path with the most snow that nobody have walked on yet and walk there. And next thing you know, while your feet is under the ground, under the snow, and you're getting snow in your boots, and you're like, God damn, bruh, I have snow in my boots. You look down and you see a beautiful treasure. This is what I want to give in this message. Don't just do things because it is secure, or it feels this is the right thing to do, or it feels this is what people expect me to be, to do, or to be, or this is what's gonna be the most secure, whatever. Don't do things just for that. Do things because it feels right to you, no matter what other people have done before or people think. We are the creator of our own reality. What we believe is true to us is what's gonna appear in the world outside of us. If you truly believe in yourself and in what you believe, everything around you will reflect that. But until then, you will keep following path and always feel unfulfilled and always feel sad and always be unsatisfied because you're not listening to the most important things. Your heart. This is the most important thing. And if I can make you believe this in this beginning of the year, I will be, that's my mission is made there. So that's gonna be the end for today. I hope you like that kind of content, and that's what my channel will be about. Sharing my thoughts on different subjects to inspire people that I care about. So I love you, take care of yourself, and see you on the next video.